KentStateSports.com, talking with athletic trainer Alex Walker. Alex, on a day like today, two-a-days, you have to be on your toes a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's the day after the first day of hitting, so guys are already sore a little bit. And you got two practices. Right in a row. The guys are getting dehydrated. Biggest thing we're looking at is making sure guys are weighing in and out before practices. We keep records of all their weights, make sure they're putting their water weight back on, make sure they're getting enough food at lunch to stay adequately keeping nutrients in their body and H2O. Making sure guys with little injuries here and there aren't overdoing it. But yeah, so obviously we're on our toes a little bit more, but weather's been cooperating thus far, hasn't been too bad, and everything's going good with that. So.
As practice goes on, are there any little signs you look for in players?
Yeah, especially when it starts to get a little hotter like it is right now. It's about 90 degrees. Humidity's down, so we'll pay attention to that kind of stuff. That gets in levels that we shouldn't be practicing with. We're looking to make sure guys are still sweating. If they stop sweating, it's not a good thing. Making sure guys are still coherent with everything they're doing. We got a lot of students out here, athletic training students that are up close and personal with the guys, making sure they're drinking water and really watching faces to make sure everyone's still looking normal. The big thing is knowing every athlete, knowing their personalities, and knowing how they can, and knowing their tendencies and their personalities, and if there's any changes with that. So we're paying attention to that kind of stuff.
And physically, can you talk about the test that players face today with their first two-a-day of the year?
Well, it's always hard to challenge that two-a-day practice mentally. Physically, your body's a little sore. We've practiced 7 times already. But those guys are unbelievable in terms of their preparation and their focus right now. I mean, I can't be more pleased with where we are after 7 practices. You're finally starting to see the leadership, guys reaching out to young guys and helping those young guys learn the system. It's fun to watch, and it's fun to be around these guys right now.
There's going to be 5 two-a-days here in a 10-day span. Are there any concerns?
Well, obviously we got to be smart as a staff and make sure that we don't leave these guys on the practice field. Some of those two-a-days will back off in the second practice. We'll pull the pads, and some of those practices we're going to make sure we got to be ready to play in a couple weeks.